Craig Sullivan, June 10th, 2022. I'm hanging out in an abandoned stadium. I don't know why. How are you doing?
Better than the best, brother. How are you?
I'm doing great. But, I'm telling you, man, I've been all over the place. I've been doing so much travel. That NYU conference was crazy. California next week is going to be even crazier. It's got me all discombobulated. I have no idea what time it is. Can you help me with that?
It's time for an audit.
Everybody, welcome to the one, the only, the Friday Night Audit. That's Craig Sullivan. I'm Glenn Hausman. I hope you're doing well. Craig, it just occurred to me, I did not think of something clever to put in my name over there. This is very bad. Maybe some of you folks that when you join the show, you can give me an idea. What should I call myself this week? Great to see everybody. Yes, aloha, Sullivan.
Wow. Wrecking Crew Glenn.
I just had to pop in here. We have a great hello comment from Maharim, I hope I said that correctly, from Kosovo.
That's pretty cool.
Wow.
Who knows where Kosovo is? I don't know.
All right. Let us know.
I'm trying to find out. I found Kosovo.
Something tells me it's not on the other side of Hog over here on Long
Eastern
Island.
Europe.
I found the country Kosovo. I don't know if it's the same country or not.
No, let us know, Maharim. All right.
Yes, please.
Yeah. All right. Craig, it is so great to see you. What a week it's been. I had a lot of fun, but I get to see you, my friend, just this coming Sunday. We're going to be over at California Lodge and Cleo's annual conference at the Commerce. So that's going to be exciting.
Can't wait. We're going to be on the stage together for the second time. We're going to be broadcasting live.
Yeah.
We've got some stuff planned, sort of, kind of.
Well, you know how we have things planned. In our world, plan means when we're in the moment, it'll happen. And, it'll go well. I don't know. If you want to find out, join us on Monday. We'll be at the Commerce Casino at the Crowne Plaza Event Center over there. I'll be on stage doing a panel on the challenges for hospitality today. Then we're going to have some great crosstalk. And then you're going to be talking about hospitality opportunities tomorrow, I think.
My panel's going to be all about futurism. So I've got a bunch of futurists with me.
Well, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I love that. I've said this before, but I always wanted to be a futurist or something like that, because then you can make all these predictions and everyone goes, wow. But if none of them come true, they don't come back to you in 5 years.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's the best gig ever. Nobody calls you out on anything. You can make anything up. It's awesome.
Well, the other nice thing about that is if you can draw as well, you can end up drawing aliens for Ridley Scott, for his movies and things like that to supplement the nonsense that you're spewing.
All right, we're going to bring out our guest in just 1 second, but Amy is saying she likes a haircut. No, it is not military short. It's definitely Glenn short, but not military short over there.
It's his summer fur.
Yeah. I got to shave down a little bit for the warm weather out there. It is absolutely perfect day, Craig. It's 76 degrees. It's beautiful. It's sunny. There's no humidity over here. I'm so absolutely thrilled, but even more so because we have an amazing guest today, don't we?
We do. He's a great friend. You and I have both known him for a long, long time.
Yeah.
He is a tour de force in California hospitality. He is also a past chair of AAHOA.
Never heard of him.
And coming to us live and in person from Northern California, Tarun Patel.
Hey, guys.
Hey.
How are you, brother?
Thanks for having me.
Whoa. Tarun also doesn't have a good name, so I'm going to change that right now.
Diversity of the audience. Oh, okay.
Good for you, Tarun.
I'm gonna have to manifest that name for sure.
Look, we just started. I'm trying to drink a beer that has a cap on it. Let me go to this one over here. But,
I got a little flask of bourbon I'm going to start cranking on.
That's really funny. It looks like we had to blur it out so no one would see, no one would see what it was.
So funny.
Yeah. No product placement except for us.
Sorry.
Hey.
I didn't read the fine print, my friends. So
Great to see you. All right. Before we get into a conversation, I think everyone's in a drinking mood. Let's go straight to this. All right, Tarun, what are you drinking tonight and why?
so traditionally, Friday afternoons are reserved for a little tequila, but
Good man.
tequila always goes well. But today I think I'm gonna go to my old standard of having a little bourbon. It's a special bottle that was given to me by a dear friend, former Raider fan, and
Nice.
it's very appropriate that I share that with the audience today and with you guys.
Nice. Awesome.
Nice.
Greg,
Gotta
what are you
love it.
drinking tonight?
I'm drinking my standard. I've got a Corona going.
All right. Excellent.
I'm
So,
waiting for our Cinco de Mayo show to have magic Coronas. So hopefully next year.
all right, Mike's got a question for you, Tarun, right out of the gate. Does that flask travel with you during revenue meetings?
Well, I would say last year it had to make the numbers look right.
Right.
It went full and came back empty. But this year it's actually okay. I'm not going to as much as I need to.
That's really good. Suzanne says she's drinking pineapples and vodka. Yum.
Yum, yum. Our favorite
You were in New
pineapple
York?
person.
You were in New York this week for NYU, huh?
I was.
Yeah.
My first time I attended that conference in about 4 years. It was great. I loved it.
Why?
Well, first it's in New York. That's I have no more to say after that.
Right.
No, it's in New York. I hadn't been in New York in quite some time. I missed.
Yeah.
I had some favorites there, and it seemed right given the state of where I'm at in my business that I needed to go there and meet the right people.
Right.
And New York seems to collect all the right people from all facets of our business. So
It sure does, though. It's hard to pin down people.
And
Oh.
it takes in all the right people and Glenn.
yes, and Glenn.
So, Tarun, was that for Acquire or was this for your hotels that you were there?
It was for both. I wear multiple hats. I have multiple great businesses that I'm passionate about, and Acquire is continuing to grow. And so we were there talking to existing clients and trying to get existing people to
Why
utilize.
don't you tell the audience about Acquire?
Oh, thank you. Yeah, so Acquire is a lead generation marketing platform for commercial real estate. We work with hotel brokers or other commercial real estate brokers, and we create awareness and lead generation for them to meet clients and do transactions. So we've been doing this for quite some time. We started off only in hotels, and now that we're in all commercial real estate classes. And so that's why a conference like NYU for us makes sense, because there are hotel owners there, but they also are, that's the home for most other commercial real estate brokerages, at least in the United States. And so it's a kind of double dip.
Yeah. So before we get into, I got a couple of questions for you about NYU and, maybe some helpful advice to people out there.
Yeah.
Before we get into that, what was your impression coming back to New York? Because, I was saying in some of my shows on No Vacancy Live earlier this week, how busy it was, particularly last Sunday night when I first got there. It took me an hour to get from the 59th Street Bridge to where I was staying at the Margaritaville at 40th and 7th in a car.
God.
That was insane. And this was at like 3 p.m. So I've never seen it this crowded. Did you feel it has the same sort of New Yorkie vibe to it, or is that something changed for you?
No, I would agree with you wholeheartedly. I was surprised how busy it was. I mean, I've seen it busier, but not. I mean, it was crowded. And I don't know whether it was indicative of the fact that I was in New York, in the Times Square area, which is always busy.
Always busy.
But I mean, it was when we went down to the various parts of the island, there were crowds, people were around, people were walking around, and also all the hotels were pretty much full. So that's another sort of indicator of how busy New York City is.
Yeah, it sure is. I believe the Margaritaville was sold out the following night when I left. I stayed at Dave's Hotel, the Even Midtown Hotel East. If you guys are coming to New York City, check out Dave's Hotel over there. But Tarun, one of the best parts. All right, no offense to the NYU people, maybe the best part of the NYU Hospitality Conference isn't just the great information you get, isn't just the opportunity to meet the people because it brings it all together, but all of the major brands and companies seem to hold these amazing parties. And there are so many of them.
Without a doubt.
It's awfully complicated to
Without a
make sure that you do this, right? I'm like, sometimes I feel like, D-Day had about the same amount of planning as it comes to figuring out the party schedule and stuff like that.
Oh, with that, so my older daughter had a chance to look at my calendar, and she asked me why there were more times blocked off for receptions and parties than actual meetings that I was going to. So I had to I had to change the color coding out a little bit, so I'm not giving away my secret. But yeah, I mean, the conferences there, the people there just show. And New York City has such amazing venues, rooftops, and things like that.
Yeah, we do.
And
we just broadcasted from one on Tuesday, right, Glenn?
On Monday, a great hotel. Tuesday, the GM, I don't know about him. But
no, the hotel is great. The hotel is spectacular.
Guys, please check out the show because
GM, not so
producer Dave and I had a great time over there.
It was a great show.
I have to be serious for 1 second. It was really great. We talked to the GM of the LA Conrad that's going to be opening in July. So that was really exciting. But then again, Dave does suck as a general manager. So
as a producer and as a show co-host and as basically everything else that I do, which, by the way, Glenn, I'm still waiting to get those social media logins from you that you promised me 3 days ago.
Yes.
And so I would agree with that statement about co-hosting, producing.
Says the one who has her shower curtain at a frame.
You know, hey, it's better than the dungeon that you're in.
Burger Day Dave is feeling emboldened now that he learned how to hit a light switch to turn off that.
I figured out how to turn a light off, guys.
Wow, that's impressive.
Wait, now again, I always say we have way too much dark space here when there's 5. So, where are my kitties?
Oh no, not kitties again.
Oh
my God.
We need some kind of background space, something to take away all that black space.
See, Glenn's got a live kitty.
Yeah, I know.
All right, so, Tarun, listen,
Yes,
so all these parties and stuff like that, I don't know if Sleepy Day Suzanne, I know Burger Day Dave hasn't had a lot of this experience. I know Aloha Sully sure has. It's very difficult to figure out all these parties because you need to make sure you hit the right parties where the people are going to be at the right time so you can have a lot more of those really great interactions.
Yes.
Plus, you have certain commitments that you have to make as well, right?
Yes, without a doubt. And you have to make sure you have it's almost like you have to have a separate sort of conversation string us. So we're going to hit this one first and go to this one second, and we'll grab food here because this place is great. And thank you so much for inviting me for dinner, but I don't want to spend 3 hours in the prime time of reception hour having a meal with you. I'd rather meet you at the rest of the reception kind of conversation. So there's a lot of juggling around. As I said, New York City has amazing venues, and so this is the time to hit them all up while we're there.
So what do you do? What is the game plan when you have these plans, and then the person you're with can't get you into any of those parties?
Oh, now that hurts.
That's a good one.
Wow. Glenn and I don't have that problem.
I was I haven't had that issue too many times.
In 2019, it was the only time it was ever an issue. It's always been stroll up, go into all the parties, no worries.
Yeah.
But I'm like, Dave, come along to all these parties. We'll have a great time. We didn't bother getting our names on any lists, and we could not get into anything because all the people we knew were in the parties. And the people that were holding the list were like hired people that aren't even in the business kind of a thing. And like, you can't argue with these people. So hey, I know everyone. We're really welcome. I swear,
So me, Bruce Ford, Glenn Houseman, and I want to say Chris Daly spent the night hotel hopping.
But we getting people on all the lines. This year was great, though. I went to 4 parties starting at 5 o'clock, wrapping up at around 10:30. How many did you do?
You're asking me?
You. Yeah.
We ended.
Visual there, Dave.
We started around 5:15ish, and I think we did 7 of them. We kind of went through, and there was
7.
Yeah, as I said, this is an art. I'm not. I'm a little long in the tooth. I've done this a while. And so we just kind of
the logistics of 7 is ridiculous. I did 4, and I felt pretty damn good about myself.
4 were right within walking distance of each other. It was the 3 outliers that we had to sort of plan around.
Yeah.
But yeah,
who had the best party?
They all offered a great.
Nice, good answer.
Way to save yourself there.
This is how you get disinvited to parties.
Yeah.
Right, exactly.
That's why you're not getting into anymore.
Now, I think it was a couple of years before the pandemic. Tarun, you were at LA Live for Alice, and we bumped into each other at least 7 or 8 parties.
Yeah.
And you and Ash Patel have a system. And you pull each other out from one and head to the next, and it's like clockwork with these guys. It's hysterical.
That's because you worked for so many years on the AAHOA board together. You guys had figured it out.
I mean, that was a training ground for us, but we're very fortunate. We know so many people in the industry, and everyone. We want to make sure that we go and thank the people that are inviting us.
I think that's serious strategy, guys. You've got to have the strategy, and if you don't, especially in the city, you aren't going to get them all.
No, and we planned it out to make sure we went in the most logical way also. But I found 4 because, you're there for me, I got to be there for an hour, because you wind up having all these conversations, hopefully a couple of meaningful bump-ins. You have to make sure you see the right people to let them know that you were there. Plus, you have to wait, have that unexpected. Sometimes, though, you get a little held up because someone's got particularly good alcohol or particularly good, food. And you run a little behind schedule. And then sometimes you're like, oh, my God, do I cut out this party? Do I cut out that party? We had one party that we were afraid was going to be over. We got there right as it was ending on the invitation time, but they just let it go for another, It's a major hotel company in one of their hotels. So they were just like, all right, keep serving. No worries.
Nobody had the best party or a better party than Click 5's after party at the whole day at Disneyland.
Yeah.
I mean,
we had a good time. We really did. Tarun's he wasn't at this year's, but he's been at all the others, and he's watched that whole conference grow like Glenn has as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
we throw one hell of an after party.
Amy, are you feeling okay?
I can't
she's
believe
okay.
Even though everyone's catching COVID.
And then Ed didn't. Good job, Ed. That's because he was running that.
He was running faster than the COVID
triathlon marathon or whatever he was doing. He was running faster than the COVID-19.
They looked like they were having a lot of fun.
Yeah. So, Tarun, you were, of course, a past chair in 2009, 2010 with AAHOA. How you were always having to go from place to place to place to place. So you probably learned a whole lot about how to make that happen. What was the typical routine? Because it occurs to me, whatever party I'm at, I always see all of the AAHOA representation there because they go from event to event. So what was the strategy in those days of making sure that you hit everybody and the right people at the right time? Were you just kind of like were very laser focused, or did you just let things happen? How did that work?
You're asking me to give away my trade secrets, but I will give you some. This is pretty common.
It was a roll of the dice.
Yeah. No, I've always believed, and this is something that I did prior to being involved with HOA, is that we have, as I said, we have intimate relationships with most of the people that are inviting us to these receptions. So you go in and say, okay, I got to go make sure I meet the 1 or 2 people that invited me. Come in, go find them as soon as you get in. Thank them, 5-minute conversation, maybe grab a cocktail and say, hey, we've got to hit the next one through. And then you find a home at the end. That's where you would spend most of your time or come back as you go through, depending upon the timings. There's one of them that's always running late, right? And so that seems to be the one at the end that you find as your end game. But, because people have different timings. There's no disrespect for the folks that went back and forth, but you just kind of went through that.
Right.
And it's the end of a long day. So, you just want to unwind and just have a cocktail.
Oh, did someone just pop in?
Oh, yeah, baby.
You guys.
Oh, yeah. We're ready.
We're ready now.
Oh, man.
All right. First.
You guys really got me on this one. Okay.
Greg.
What happened?
Why don't you introduce our surprise guest right now? Tipsy Tarun, you'll be cued in just 1 second.
Okay.
Sully?
We got a surprise guest joining us today. I call him Cuz. Everybody else knows him as Stephen Medell from Pacifica Hotel. Stephen, welcome. How are you, Cuz?
All right.
So before you, just so you guys know, before Stephen even
I'm really good. How's everybody doing?
He's delayed. He's delayed. He's delayed.
That's not a nice thing to say about him. That's a little offensive.
First of all, I noticed Glenn's new name is Ganja Glenn, so that was pretty funny. I like that. Secondly, you guys were not the first ones to get a picture of me at Habit Burger. You guys were second, actually.
What?
First was right down there to my left, Steven. Got the first ever picture of me at Habit Burger. So
he looks frozen.
Did we lose him?
No, he's there. Now he's back.
Okay.
I'm having some internet difficulties. Apologies.
That's terrible.
I think Tarun's doing that because you got a Rams jersey.
Right. Oh. All right. So, guys.
Another rivalry.
So we're friends.
Because here on a Friday night, we take things really seriously. And Burger Day Dave was tracking the opening of the Habit Burger Grill near him. It finally opened. He sampled it, which takes us to a segment we like to call. All right, the verdict is about to be remembered.
This is nerve-wracking.
Bad habit, a good habit, maybe a little bit of both habit.
So we've all known about my very esteemed opinion of In-N-Out Burger and how I hold it in the highest of regards. So the question was going to be—
That was sarcasm, everybody.
The question was going to be, could Habit Burger top my expectations of In-N-Out Burger, which, if you have not seen this show before, I equate In-N-Out Burger to basically the dumpster outside the back of the restaurant. Right. So me and Steven have been going back and forth, and I will give him credit. At Click 5, we're talking about Click 5 making connections. I learned about Habit Burger from Steven. He said, you got to try before you leave California. I didn't, so I take great advice. And then happened to be on the bus one day and noticed they were building one. And since that day, about 2 months ago, I've been texting him, waiting for this place to open. I did finally try it. I will say, it's not hard to say that it's better than In-N-Out Burger, but I will say that it actually is a very good burger. I was very surprised. I really liked it. The restaurant was beautiful. They had a nice picture of Santa Barbara. Steven gave me some great recommendations of what to try there. So the boom sauce was spectacular. The tempura green beans was a surprise. I would not have tried that without your recommendation, Steven.
I told you it's a sleepy favorite. It's a local. That's a local Santa Barbara favorite.
So I brought one back to my wife. She loved it. The burger was very, very good. So Steven, I have to say to you, and I'm glad you're here. I didn't know you were coming on. They said there was going to be a surprise. They didn't tell me what it was. I appreciate your recommendation. I also think your children are some of the smartest people in the country for agreeing with me on their burger preference. So you're raising some good young children there. I'm not sure. I think you need to still work on your preference and your tastes, but all in all, a good choice.
Listen, I'm the first to admit that I have weird eating habits. I don't eat cheese, so for me to that'd be like me telling you to pick my favorite pizza spot, you know. Right. Anyway, so I'm really glad you're able to do it, Dave. You know, congratulations. Habit has arrived in your hometown. Your city is official.
We gotta get Tarun in here. Tarun, have you had the Habit Burger?
Oh, yes, yeah, many times.
Have you had In-N-Out Burger, Tarun?
I've had In-N-Out Burger.
So let's see how drunk Tarun actually is. Do you prefer In-N-Out Burger or Habit Burger?
In-N-Out Burger in a heartbeat.
So he's extremely drunk, is what we're saying. So you've had way too much of that whiskey and tequila.
It's not my fault. Your taste buds are numb. Yeah. What do you want me to do?
Yeah.
So about this. I mean, a double with grilled onions and it just doesn't. French fries are just. I mean,
no.
You know,
the double char is where it's at.
I think it's the notion of growing up. I'm probably older than you. In-N-Out Burger was one of those things that. I went to school in Southern California, and I live in Northern California.
Right.
So I didn't get it when I was home, and we'd make that first stop, and you'd have an In-N-Out Burger, and it was like, oh my god, this is really nice thing. So.
Well, I will say the double char consists of 2 freshly char-grilled beef patties, caramelized onions, crisp lettuce, fresh tomato, pickles, and mayo on a toasted bun. Gentlemen, I've never had the Habit Burger. We don't have them here on Long Island. They're just coming to the New Jersey area. What's the difference between the flame broil goodness of Burger King and the char broilability of Habit Burger?
Come on, that's not even.
I don't know. Educate me.
There's no comparison. I mean, one's a real fast food joint, and the other, started in our little hometown of Santa Barbara. Actually, technically, it started in Goleta. Yep. So to say what is, I don't know, better sourced stuff, real meat for starters. I don't know.
Good French fries. Quality side ingredients, and listen. I'll give Habit Burger credit, because you go to Five Guys. Five Guys takes a little bit of the time to get your burger out. Smash Burger is the same. Habit Burger, the burger was on the same quality level as Five Guys and Smash Burger, in my opinion, but they got it out a lot faster for me. I will say I do prefer. No, listen. I should say this. Habit Burger's French fries were good. The tempura green beans were really good. I still go with Smash Tots as a preferred side. Because Smash Tots, if you don't know what Smash Tots are, they're tater tots and rosemary, basically truffle tots, but they call Smash Tots.
Are you kidding me?
And but see, I'm in a great place now because I have a Habit Burger.
They have onion rings too, sweet potato fries.
Yeah, no, they sweet potato fries, onion rings, and I didn't have one because I was so. Listen,
wait, they also have a side Caesar salad. Like
that's where I was going for.
I'm just gonna
remember we started in Santa Barbara. Come on, there's got to be.
I apologize. I hear you.
Now you guys can see I can eat a good meal. Okay, you all know that. I can definitely put down a nice.
I don't know.
I can put down a nice solid meal and still have room for dessert. Let's put it that way. But after my double char and my fries, I couldn't put down a milkshake. It was such a good filling meal that I was done. But I've heard from a friend who lives in Santa Clarita that Habit Burger has some really good shakes. Is that true, Stephen?
It is true. And while my kids could certainly finish the adult size shake, doesn't mean they should. What I love is they'll make your kids these little miniature shakes that are just kid size. Oh my God. So anyway, you don't feel like you're giving your kids the 1,000-calorie gut bomb in and out. That's what is it, Tarun? Like the in and out shake has as much calories or total fat as like a McDonald's Big Mac with large fry. It's something scary like that.
It is.
I will tell you, we as a family, we have almost completely shifted. It's not that we eat fast food often. We don't, but we have almost completely shifted from In-N-Out Burger to Habit Burger. So
we know why, right? Because of the kids, right? Everyone knows the kids rule the world. Now, listen, guys, I don't want Suzanne to feel left out because she's down there in Florida. So, Suzanne, what is your favorite fast casual gator joint where you can get
I knew that was coming.
The best snake, maybe some squirrel?
No, it's frog legs, actually. They Bill's near Frog Leg Festival.
Is it Gators R Us? Like, what is it down there?
No, actually, my students make the gator.
Oh.
Wow.
They've got an Irish alligator called Ali McGee's.
No, my students have to make them, and they have to do them a variety of different ways so that they learn how to do it.
Hey, Durain.
I'm excited. I'm really looking forward to the fall semester starting and trying it all over again.
Basically, it's like watching The Water Boy, but in real life.
So gator tastes like chicken, or
it tastes like chicken, and if you prepare it well, you wouldn't know it was gator. I mean, listen. All right, I had to walk into a classroom, and the chef was like, "Perfect timing. You get to sample the food." And they didn't tell me what it was. They just told me how each was prepared. Oh. And I was like, okay, it looks like chicken. It's white meat. Here I go. And they're like, so how did you like that gator? And I just kind of smiled and okay. Exactly.
There you go.
All right,
and my son actually likes gator too.
Amy has a trivia question for us, but then I have a question for Stephen and Tarun after this. 2 all-beef patties, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, and a sesame bun. What hamburger is that?
That's a Whopper.
Any easier?
You could have it your way, is what I think.
No, that's a Big Mac.
That's a Big Mac.
It's a Big Mac.
I mean, that's the jingle you heard when you were a kid, right? So
I don't know. I was too blown away by Mayor McCheese and Grimace and shit like that. I'm like, what
Oh, that's right.
here?
So I have a question for Steven and Tarun now, since we've sampled all the major burger joints now.
Well, we didn't talk about Whataburger, which is supposed to be very popular.
We have talked about it
we
on
didn't
previous
talk about
episodes, but we
either.
haven't been to. I've never been to Whataburger, and I don't have any around me. I've heard of them. I've heard they're very good.
Wahlburgers, Johnny Wahlberg.
And Tommy's.
Yeah, we don't have those here either. Although they
I've
are
never
in
been
our
to Heart Attack
supermarket.
Grill yet in Vegas.
I bring up Whataburger because when they went to Texas, they didn't do as well because most people were more loyal to Whataburger. So I went and gave it. I was intrigued. I went and gave it it's a good burger. It's just extremely. It's a whole different style. It's got I can see why they like it. It's more cheese, a little bit more grease. It's just.
Hold on. I'm googling right now if I have a Whataburger near me.
Now, just to get a plug in, and also Steven's one of his best hotels, the Wayfarer. They've got the best tater.
Yep.
Breakfast. What is that? That stuffed tater? Is that what that is?
Oh
Steven?
gosh, yeah. Did you have that downstairs, or did you have that?
Oh God,
that
is
brunch?
incredible. Yeah. Guacamole, egg, bacon, and on and on.
I will give our food and beverage team credit. We've sourced some amazing bacon. How did this show turn into the unhealthy food show? When did that happen?
When the picture was me with a burger shoved in my mouth.
But I take my hats off to our F&B team because we always listen. We're in California, so we get really good produce. But hats off, we source some amazing bacon. We through our relationships to our vendors, and so that's really, I think that's kind of what makes that dish that you're talking about, Craig.
And the Wayfarer is the base camp for No Vacancy and Click during.
Thank you,
Alice.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I really want to try these tots.
Before we go any farther,
hey, hold on one second.
Can you pull up that jersey behind you? Does that say Pacifica?
Hold on one second, cuz I need you to mute yourself when you're not talking because there's something going on and we're getting this weird feedback thing from you. Cool. All right, Sully, what were you saying?
Said Steven, can you bring that jersey up from behind you? It looks like it says Pacifica Hotels on it.
Don't forget to unmute yourself.
Yeah. So I've got a couple things here. This is our executive boardroom upstairs. We're big sports fans here at Pacifica. A little unknown fact, perhaps some people know. So we were originally the original franchisors of the New Orleans Jazz. So we moved the New Orleans Jazz to Utah Jazz, and the family has always been a big sports team. So before right as the Rams had just come to LA, we were getting excited about Rams. The stadium was opening up, and so we got season tickets. We got some of the most amazing seats at SoFi Stadium, and of course, this first season that we have is an amazing football season. So this is actually a gift from the Rams to us with Pacifica Hotels logo on it, which is really cool. We also have a fun little replica of the stadium just up here behind me in the glass case. To any of you who have not yet been to SoFi Stadium, it is a spaceship. It feels like you are floating in the sky. But yeah, I mean, talk about California being put on the map with the LA Rams and just the exciting season that they've had. Really helped kind of electrify Los Angeles this past year.
Absolutely. But Tarun, I got a question for you. Who was the first LA NFL team to win a Super Bowl?
The Raiders, of course. Back in
ding, ding, ding.
19.
Glenn, I think it's that time.
I think it is. It's time to play. That's right. It's trivia time over here right now. We're going to play a little game that we like to call Rate the Raider Lover. So you're going to be answering some trivia questions, Tipsy Tarun, and we are going to be rating whether or not we like your answers over there. All right, everybody, ready to play this game?
Oh, crap.
Question one, name that player. Who's the player you're standing next to, Tipsy Tarun?
That is Charles Woodson, recent inductee to the Hall of Fame.
Anybody know?
Yes,
He's right.
Yes, he was an absolutely spectacular.
I wasn't that tipsy at that game. I didn't recognize those.
He is a spectacular.
What McManus wants to know: can the Lions have Matt Stafford back?
Wait, hold on.
No, he's gone.
I'll do some ordering here so we can actually have Tarun and Steven up on screen. So it's just going to be me and Suzanne getting blocked out for comments.
Yeah, I see where I rank.
The Raiders are the Craigslist of the NFL.
Ooh.
It's okay. It's not going to change my feelings about him.
You sure about that?
I'm absolutely 100% sure.
All right. Next question, and there are only 5 questions on the board this evening. 5 questions tonight. You've successfully entered number 1. Number 2, whose jersey are you wearing?
Oh, that is Hall of Famer Howie Long.
Oh.
Also, of the
I remember I
Fox
seen
broadcast
TV
booth game.
commercials, I think. Right? Didn't he do TV commercials or something?
No,
He
he's
sells
he's
NFL
shoes,
show on
Skechers,
Fox.
I think, and
also the NFL. He's also an NFL analyst for Fox.
Yes.
yes, for Fox. You're correct.
And his son played in the
Skechers.
NFL. It was a damn good lineman.
Yeah, what happened to
Yes.
Suzanne?
It's 2 sons. One's an offensive lineman, one's a defensive lineman.
Yep.
They're both phenomenal.
Oh, there you are.
I just went out so that there was more space for all your little heads.
Oh, that's
No one's ever
I'll talk
called
about this head
I was
right
just
here.
gonna say nobody has
I
ever said that I have a little.
Yeah, well, exactly.
Dan, I don't know about that. You know, Glenn and I have got egos. They put in double doors for us.
The best compliment I ever got is, Glenn, you have an appropriately sized head. I'm like, thank you. Really, really nice of you. All right. You ready to go back
What's
to
the next question, Glenn?
next question? All right, moving on. Name that player. Which Oakland Raider attended the University of Mars? Which player attended the University of Mars?
Is this a trick question?
Nope.
That's what I said. That's what I said when Sully gave me these questions.
I do not know.
All right,
Oh my God, you're not a Raider fan.
I'm
Hold
sorry.
on 1 second, everybody. We'll let you think about that. Cuz I hear you got to go, bro.
I do unfortunately have to go. Today was my kid's last day of school, and I wanted to be here to congratulate Dave on a job well done.
All right,
Steven,
Thank you, guys.
I
Appreciate you
am
being
truly thank you for coming on and sharing in this beautiful moment with me.
Oh.
You've been the inspiration behind me getting to have a burger.
Hey, my next recommendation is Peloton. That's our next show.
You trying to say I'm fat?
That ain't gonna happen with Dave.
That means I'm going back to habit for 2 double chars now.
All right, guys.
See you later,
Good to
guys.
see you.
Thanks,
all.
Thank you, guys. Take care. Aloha.
All right. So
was
when we last left Tarun, we were grappling with this issue. Does he or does he not know the answer? Which Oakland Raider attended the University of Mars? He said, "Sounds like a trick question. I don't know." Tarun, no idea.
No. And
Tarun, in all that time, you should have just Googled it real quick. I did already.
That's not.
I know. Aloha, Sully. Maybe you could give him a little bit of a hint or something like that.
Well, we'll need the picture. So bring up Otis Sistra. He was name was put on him during a Monday night football game. Alex Karras was working the NFL Monday night game then.
I know. I don't know Alex Karras from football, but I do know him from the hit TV series Webster.
There you go. Well, it was prior to Webster. And Otis was sitting on the sideline, and they were playing a cold weather outdoor game, and I want to say it was in Minnesota. Okay. I don't think it was Green Bay, but I think it was Minnesota. And he had just come off the field, and there was steam coming off of his head. And Alex Karras said they wondered where Otis came from, and he said the University of Mars.
That's okay.
So what I like out of that whole story is that Sully had the picture ready to go because he knew the answer wasn't going to be well known by anyone here.
Well, I figured if you're a true Raider fan,
come on,
you would know.
I guarantee Bruce Ford would know that answer.
I was probably 6 years old or 7 years old. So yeah.
But you understand, Craig is coming from LA. Okay.
Before we get back to the game, let me throw another question at you, Tarun.
This is not an official
based on
game.
Super Bowl victories. Who's the greatest Raider coach.
So based on Super Bowl victories,
Yeah.
it'd have to be crap.
Federico Fellini.
No.
This is redemption.
No. I have to. I know the name, but I'm drawing a blank. He will win.
Tom Flores.
Who?
Tom Flores.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah, 1980, 1984. So the one he won to play.
Okay, Glenn. Now you can go back to the official.
All right, here we go. Name that flick. John Matuzak played a feared yet lovable companion to a daring group of kids on a treasure hunt in this classic 1985 film. What was the movie, and what was his character's full
Oh, Mike knew that question.
Oh wow. I'm thinking the movie's Goonies,
and
his character's name escapes me.
Listen, give him credit. Okay, that was good.
That was pretty good. Here we go.
That was a good one.
The answer is John Matuzak played Sloth Fratelli.
Right.
The Goonies.
I love this movie, actually.
Awesome.
Everybody does. It's a classic.
Yeah, if you haven't, definitely among people our universe of ages. I don't know if the young ones care for it, but I love that movie so much, particularly that whole, they built that giant pirate ship and they went down that giant slide. And I just kept thinking, I would have loved to have done that when I was a kid.
Exactly.
I got my 7-year-old into it. He likes that movie.
Yeah. Oh,
Cool.
Yeah.
So I'm 2-2 now. That means if I don't get the next one right, I have to burn all my Raider gear. Is that what you do? It's a lot. So
Yeah.
a lot.
Oh.
And it's all because of Craig Sullivan. All right.
It's okay. I got you.
Yeah. All right. Here we go. Next question. Only 2 questions remain on the board, Tarun. Will you get it right and redeem yourself and be a hero amongst a man among men, or will you be going home in shame? We got 2 questions to find out.
He's already on this show. He's going home in shame.
Oh, yeah, good point. Who was the only person to hold the greatest Raider running back Marcus Allen to fewer than 1,000 yards rushing in a single season? Who was that player?
What do you mean hold him?
What does that mean?
Yeah, what does that mean? Hold him.
That he didn't have 1,000 yards rushing in a single season.
Yeah, but why? I mean, one person couldn't do that.
There's only one person that could do that.
Oh, it was Bo Jackson.
No.
Nope.
No.
No, how do you wait?
He does know everything, but
I'm trying to understand this. Oh, okay. I see the answer down below. Okay.
All
right.
That's
a fair answer. That's a fair answer.
It was the owner, Al Davis, that held him because.
Ding, ding, ding. Come on. Give him a round of applause.
That's what I meant. I was looking for a player.
I was thinking player 2. Yeah.
Yeah,
Good old Al Davis.
Clearly says name that player.
Yeah. Exactly. Thank you, Suzanne.
Well, the player was Marcus Allen.
No, but we didn't have to name him. Oh, well. All right. So,
Okay, so
Craig, you should have corrected that when I sent you the PowerPoint.
It's okay.
I should have, but I also left the other typo error in there. So
but I was able to get that into the wire, right?
Yeah,
you got that in. But for redemption, okay, we've got a bonus question for you, and you're playing for a free pass to click skip in 2023.
Let's go.
All right, here we go.
Who we got?
Name those Raiderettes. Can you?
Sandy and Mandy.
Greg?
I mean, can you really? You can't say it's not. You don't know.
Oh, no. I'm getting a report right now. It's Candy and Tandy. So close. Greg, you're the ultimate arbiter.
Give him a free
Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right. So, Tarun Patel, thanks for playing Rate the Raider Lover, but we didn't actually rate the Raider Lover. Aloha, Sully. How do you think the Raider Lover did today?
Well, I think he did okay. But, I gave you a question earlier, Glenn. Let's give it to our Raider Lover. Okay. So, Tarun.
Yes.
Are you laughing at Mike's comments?
What Raider quarterback backed up New York Jets quarterback Joe Namath at the University of Alabama?
Could you repeat that again? I was reading something on the screen.
What Raider quarterback backed up New York Jets quarterback Joe Namath at the University of Alabama?
That's easy. That's Ken Stabler, Jake the Snake.
Kenny the Snake Stabler, and they both are correct.
Yes.
Very good. You're redeemed.
Nice. Woo!
All right, good. I can keep my Raider manhood, is what you're doing.
Hey, I'm trying to give you some softballs here. Come
on. That's great. This was fun.
That's hysterical. So, Tarun, you by any chance we're going to see you next week at the California event that we're going to, the CLIA?
There's probably a high probability. There's just some things I've got to clear.
Yeah, because I remember I saw you at the last one I attended.
Yeah, I've been going. It's for me it's easy. It's only an hour flight down, so
yeah.
It's a great event to get to meet you. But I am, to be quite honest, a little conferenced out. But I will see.
You've had 2 years off.
Yeah, but it seems like people have been.
You just got back from NYU.
They've been putting them all together. So we had IHE, we had Marriott, we had NYU. Before that was AAHOA, and then.
How did I not see you at IHG?
Because I only came in for a day.
You weren't at the same party.
Yeah, that's a good point.
There weren't too many party. And Vegas, the town itself is.
I know.
Party town, and I was
the world's smallest yet biggest town. I know.
Yeah. So, no, yeah. So I think it should be good. From that perspective.
Yeah.
Is that okay? Is that okay?
If you're there, we'll interview you live at the CLIA Expo.
I appreciate that for sure.
Are we doing a special FNA from there? Is that what's happening?
No.
Oh.
It's just Monday.
No.
Oh.
It's a one-day event on Monday. Yeah. I fly out on Sunday, and we're doing everything on Monday, and I leave on Tuesday.
It's the hotel's attached to a casino as well.
Oh man.
It
could be FNA downstairs in the casino.
Yeah. To be fair, I live like 90 minutes from a lot of hotels attached to casinos. So
yeah, go to one of those.
Glenn, there might be a Habit right up the street from there.
For sure.
No way, dude. Are you serious?
I think.
By the way, I don't think she's watching today because she's flying home from Chicago. But our show friend Stephanie actually gave me some knowledge because she is from Santa Barbara. The Habit Grill is actually originally called Hamburger Habit.
Interesting.
Believe it or not. And I guess they changed the name at some point.
Got sued by Hamburger Hamlet because of the name.
Oh, really?
Not Hamburger Helper?
Well, we had Hamburger Hamlet in New York back in the day.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
See, look at this. See, who says Friday Night Audit is not educational?
Right.
You're coming in.
It's just the Glenn I've got too much bullshit running around in our heads. It's useless.
Every FNA is special. Right. I agree. Mike,
I have some breaking news right now. There's a Habit Burger 3.8 miles from the Commerce Casino, Craig Sullivan.
All
there you go. So you guys can even walk there.
Yeah.
What would be really cool is a Habit Burger truck at Click next year as our caterer.
The challenge is out, Craig Sullivan.
Ooh.
I'm just throwing it out there.
That's not a bad idea.
We can make that happen. Because I know In-N-Out does it, but I don't think that would go well. But
you think the JW Marriott will let us bring the truck inside the ballroom?
Well, we're not saying we've signed a contract to go back.
Oh, we're changing it up.
You're supposed to be waiting there, Dave. It's going to be an announced surprise when it happens.
Well, no one tells me anything, so that's even better. Now I'm excited. I'm ready to go.
You work for a living. You don't have time to hang out like Craig and I do.
I know. I got to do this thing, like make a job on all you lazy bums that I have to do.
Hashtag Glenn and Craig on
me. I have 2 jobs, maybe even 3.
Yeah, I know.
Nobody considers anything with Glenn an actual job. Don't worry.
Yeah. I certainly don't.
Oh my God. Okay, so Tarun, how are the Raiders going to do this year?
I think we've got a great chance. I've always been a big Derek Carr fan. I'm not a popular. It's not a popular opinion, but I think he's a good guy, good player, good leader. Just hasn't had the
better quarterback than his brother.
Right people around him. I don't blame his brother because his brother was fearing for his life the moment he got in the NFL. Right, so his offensive line. He's got his guy wide receiver. We've got a great running game. We've got a new coach with a new concept. So I think we are probably going to be up there top 1 or 2 in the AFC West. And
Derek Carr
is
the. I need somewhere between In-N-Out Burger and Habit Burger. What's like the mid-level like burger chain out there?
I think Tarun's right. I think Kansas City crashes and burns. Yeah. I think Denver has a 500 season. I think so too. I think, barring any injuries and any weirdness that happens in the NFL season, that the AFC West will go to either the Los Angeles Chargers or the Las Vegas Raiders. And I think they make it to the AFC Championship game. And where it goes from there,
you're saying the Raiders are making it to the AFC Championship game?
Without a doubt.
No, I'm saying either them or the Chargers.
Hold on a second.
So I look at it this way: that
I need to change your name, Craig.
The Bengal Raider game last year could have gone either way. There's miscues and bad calls and things like that. And look, I have to be an eternal optimist.
Oh, totally. I get it. I follow the Jets. So Tarun.
So here's the thing. The Raiders fans are getting all excited about Devontae Adams coming in.
Yeah, of course we are.
And forgetting that Derek Carr is not Aaron Rodgers.
Well, nobody's Aaron Rodgers, so that's not fair.
Well, that's the point.
No, but those two played together and did really well in college.
No, that's not a fair compare. He's still going to – so we're not going to have 90-yard impossible throws or things like that. Remember that Green Bay's –
But that's what makes Devontae Adams as good as he is.
No. It's his route running and everything else like that. We could sit here and debate –
so let's put some money on it, guys. You guys are in California. You can bet out there. I can bet here in New York now. Where's the money?
No, we can't bet out here.
Dave's being the futurist here, so we're not going to blame him whether he's wrong or not. So we'll just leave it.
We can't bet out here yet. That was on the bill along with Judge Fudge this show and Dr. Kermit.
Being that this show is being run through the StreamYard services bought by Glenn Hausman, who lives in New York, where you can bet legally. That gives us the legal rights to do it like a cruise ship. Rules under the
cruise ship rules.
The country the flag, whatever the hell I'm talking about. How much money are we putting down here, guys?
Yeah, cruise ship rules.
How much money?
On that note, I'm going to go because this storm is getting pretty bad. The only football fact I have for
Thanks
today
for dropping in,
is
Dr.
What
Producer
NFL
Suzanne.
player whose number is 70 played for the Kansas City Chiefs and the Jets has a birthday today?
Oh.
Glenn Hausman.
Nope, I only played for the Jets.
That would be Mike DeVito. His brother was one of my students, and that's about all I have to contribute.
Cool. Drop the mic, Suzanne. Drop the mic.
I know. It was nice. Good time to leave on that one. Have a good one. Good luck sharing the
Bye, Suzanne. Good seeing you.
Bye. Storm.
Thank you.
Take care.
That's too funny.
Okay, so gators, swamps, and tropical storms, hurricanes.
Exactly.
Do you want to live in Florida?
Well, they do have a cheap cost of living. They're not paying $9
at a cheap cost of living, I think.
Yeah. As the gator is gnawing on your leg because it's sitting in your pool. Yeah.
No, see, that's why Florida has the indoor pools, which I really want one. What is gas up there, by the way? Because it's creeping over $5 in Jersey right now.
$7.
$8 in LA the other day.
I paid $7.75. And that's
but that was for the summer blend.
That's going to Costco, which is 30. Our Costco here sells gas, and so it's the
so does ours,
cheapest one, and that's Costco. So the Shells and the Chevrons of the world are pushing $8.
That's wild. So do you guys even drive anywhere? I wouldn't even drive.
I mean, you got to drive, right? I'll tell you how.
Well,
no, I don't, because I live in a place that has public transportation.
You got worse traffic than we do now.
No, we have to drive. I mean, we just deal with it. It's just a segue. I worry about what's going to do for some of our markets here in the summertime. because
Yeah.
drive-to markets,
That's the
yeah,
problem.
we're getting drive-to markets last year that were killing it, because everyone was flying, are now being I mean, it's a complete opposite. It's happening to me personally in one of our couple of hotels where people don't. I mean, I don't blame them. It could cost them an extra $70-$80 to come to.
But airfare has also gotten really obnoxious, Tarun. So, do you want to pay a couple of extra bucks per gallon and drive somewhere, or a few hundred and jump on a germ-filled plane where they haven't cleaned the filters or replaced them in the scrubbers for 8 months now?
No, I think that's a good question there. But I would look at it from I'm looking at the marginal folks that couldn't do either before, right? And airfare, it has gone. My fare to NYU was really high. But I went for business. But some people might say, I'm not going to travel. I can't. Everything else is going up. And if you think of some of these drive-to markets, it's people that are it's a marginal decision for them. And maybe that they're not going to go airfare anyways, but they're not going to even go do the.
But it's not even just airfare and gas. I mean, those are certainly some major influences. But you're also talking about food costs, right? You're talking about energy costs, right?
It's everything. It's across
everything
the board.
is so high that
and hotel costs too, right?
I think you're going to see. We've talked about this here. I think you're going to see a good summer for a lot of these like primary cities that are struggling to come back. Because to your point, Tarun, the beach resorts are kind of wiped out.
Smokehouse, swim club, resort, and dispensary,
and casino. If you're asking Mike McManus.
Also, hold on. Let's put him back on. He says, Houseman, Pool House, Smokehouse, Resort, Tap Room, Outhouse, Dispensary, Bowling Alley, Daycare, and Casino. To be fair, Mike, it's not so much an outhouse as much as we put a couple of flags out in the backyard. And
is that a soft brand you're going to put on there or something? Or
no, this is that's his Food Club, Smokehouse, or Dispensary.
That's his flagship. That's his flagship brand.
Is that what it is?
That's his flagship.
I think you're going to see the summer months still be pretty hot with kids are out of school, but I am concerned about what happens in the fall when kids are back in school, and if these costs and these numbers are still so high. I mean, they're talking about national average in August being over $6, right? So I mean, that's going to put you guys in Cali over 10 probably. Glenn, we'll be probably around 7 or 8 ourselves out here.
Easy, you'll be at 7 or 8. I think you're going to be at 9.
I already told Glenn.
Just to be on the upside.
My one summer trip is going to be fish in August, and that's it. That's my entire summer gas budget right there, just getting down to Atlantic City and back.
It's crazy. It's crazy. Oh man! All right, but
that gives you guys out there all the more reason during the summer months, instead of going and enjoying the beach or the local town or anything else that you could do with your lives on a Friday night, to be right here watching this show where we bring it to you via the internet, which is free.
That sounds suspiciously like it's time.
But David, bring up that picture I sent you.
Oh,
hold on.
Now
it's coming.
New York and California are not the only two
no
states.
Pun intended. No pun intended on this joke, but it's coming.
We are not the only two states that have weird lawsuits. Okay. Now, I did a Google search this afternoon. This is true.
No, it's true. Yeah.
And the appeals court in Missouri upheld the judgment against
So
Geico.
let's explain what's happening, right? So you're seeing here Geico was ordered to pay the woman. So people might be wondering, why would Geico be involved in this payment, right?
They insured the car.
They insured
the
male of the couple.
You're assuming it's a male.
No, it said it was a male.
Okay.
The male of the couple owned the car and had the car insured through Geico.
Right.
And because this lady caught this STD, she sued Geico. Why this makes sense, I'm not really sure.
What was the legal rationale? Do either of you guys know?
Stupidity in America?
That was the insurance carrier. They were having sex in the car, so she was suing the insurance carrier.
I don't get it. I don't.
Now, I'm waiting. Okay, since the appellate court held this up, I am waiting for every insurance carrier in the country to send you a rider excluding STDs from your car insurance.
And probably is going to come very shortly.
Yeah.
I just don't get it. I just don't understand.
Remember, you get your news here.
Is that what
on
happened?
Friday
He
night
came
on it.
very shortly. Is that what she was really doing over? Whoops. All right, guys, this has been fun, but now it's time for. Oh boy, Ford's got a lot of really great cards. Ford Escort, Ford
Escort.
All right, it's your favorite time of the show, the time
Full
where
new
you
meeting.
shamelessly plug anything you want. Tarun, what have you got to plug? Don't hold back.
I am going to continue my plug on Acquire. If you are a person looking for investment in hotels or any commercial real estate, please come visit our website, www.acquire, it's spelled AQQIRE.com. And if you are a hotel broker looking for increased exposure to a larger group of investors, please contact us and we'll be able to do that for you as well.
Speaking of exposure, this LinkedIn user wants to know if he can sue homeowners insurance carrier if he catches he or she catches STD.
Listen, guys, all you viewers out there right now, I need to make something very, 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 very clear. Okay, just because you're watching this show in your home or in your car or anywhere else you're watching it and you feel violated does not mean that you can sue our insurance companies. Okay.
Plus, I'm broke. I got 2 kids going to college next year.
So keep it down.
We need to get the same rider for our hotels then as well.
That's right. Yeah. That's insane. So through AQQIRE.com. Is that correct?
Correct.
Excellent. Burger Day Dave, what have you got to plug?
I'm going to plug the Habit Burger. Make sure you check them out versus In-N-Out Burger. But I'm going to have a really good combination because I have a smash burger and a Habit Burger across the street from each other now. So I'm going to get the Habit Burger, the smash tots, put them together and make the ultimate meal. But also Times Square today. We got the new episode coming up this week. Great episode with our good friend. Jesus, now I can't think of his name.
That's all right. Make sure you stay at the hotel, even Midtown East. Tell him Dave sent you.
I won't remember who you are anyway. It doesn't matter. Wow, why am I forgetting our guest? I just spoke to him.
Too much crack,
today.
Dave.
VJ, Jesus, VJ.
Wow,
Dandapani.
David.
I am sorry, VJ.
Yeah, VJ Dandapani. Yeah.
You know what it is? I am just
The
so
New York
burnt
Hotel
out.
Association.
I've had Glenn in my life twice this week, which is one more time than normal. And it's just blowing my mind. I just can't take it. And
You're
so now
privileged.
everything's rushing out. Plus, I had a P&L review yesterday. So a lot going on up here. And there's not much here to support it. So I'm sorry, VJ. But I'm sure you're watching this show with really, intense scrutiny. Anyway, check out Times Square today with Tom and VJ. Of course, everything else that we're doing at No Vacancy. I don't even know what we're doing next week, but check it out.
Yeah, I'm not so sure either. I know on Monday we're going to be running a pre-record show. Plus, we're going to do some special live content. I think Sully's going to be with me. We're going to be all serious and all that kind of stuff. So tune in on Monday at various times. Just keep your stuff on my LinkedIn page and all of that kind of good stuff. Sully, tell us about Click 6.
Click 6, March 2023. And we're going to make an announcement shortly on the location and the exact date. Really looking forward to that. We're also getting ready to wrap up season 6 of Click Connect. And our last show is going to be Grumpy Glenn and Burger Day Dave.
Yeah. Oh, it is.
So that's going to be a lot of fun. We're looking forward to that.
That should be fun.
Producer Danny and I are kicking off season 7 after renovation, and we're going to see what's going on.
In case you didn't get it from me and Glenn right here on Friday Night Audit, you get to see us on Click 6. We're going to be we'll be more serious because that's actually a really important show. I'm like this.
Tarun will be there. He won a free pass.
There you go. You know what we didn't do, guys? We have to do our annual to see if you guys can get it. So I'm giving you fair warning. I'm going to keep it really simple, quick and simple. I'm going to plug all the great merch we have on the
Red Bubble.
Craig store. That was about as good as it was going to get, though. Actually, that's pretty good, guys.
Yeah. Excellent. All right. Make sure you, if you're at the CLIA event at the Commerce Casino Crown Plaza on Monday, come see me, come see us, Craig and myself together. Come see Craig host his panel. It should be fun. Maybe you'll see Tarun there too. I don't know. We'll find out. You got to go.
I'll be a secret guest. I'll be the secret guest.
I love it. It'll be that'll.
There we go.
So we're doing that next week. Then at the end of the month, you can find me at the high tech event. Then in July, you can find me somewhere in Hawaii, mostly coming from Tipsy Soul.
Ooh.
Looking forward to that. Then of
Aloha,
course,
Glenn.
I'll be coming to some fish show near you at Jones Beach, Atlantic City.
Yes.
All this summer. I think we're at the end of the show, guys. Any final words before we wrap this back up?
Yeah, thank you, Stephen from Pacifica, for joining us. That was a great surprise guest. Thank you, guys. I saw his head pop in.
Thank you for joining us.
No, this has been fun. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. All right,
hey, Tarun, I want you to talk to Ash. We'll get both of you guys on the show at the same time.
That'll be trouble. That'll be fun.
It's gonna be fun.
That's delightful. All right, we're gonna end the show. Tarun, stick around. Talk to you guys later. We'll see you next Friday. Next Friday's a good one. We got the President and Chief Development Officer of Red Roof on, George Limbert and Matt Hostetler. Oh boy!
How did you guys? These guys, listen,
George,
Tarun, you're obviously a very well-respected man, and you came on this show and decided to just take your credibility down about half. How did you guys get two leaders from a really good brand to risk torpedoing their entire company's value by joining us idiots?
Mostly lies. I told them that we were doing something formal. So
we told them that you were going to take over corporate revenue management at Red Roof.
No. They actually want to keep their company in business. They don't want to be doing anything.
All right, join us for that. It's going to be a great show. You never know what will happen. Thanks to Tipsy Tarun for being here. Tipsy Sully, Burger D Dave. I'm Ganja Glenn. See you next week.